Hey everyone, welcome to our Optimal Health Community Time tonight. It's Let's Talk webinar. Where are y'all coming in from? So excited to see where we are coast to coast. And I just want to give a shout out to Chris in the background for giving us that fun intro music. I'm over here dancing in my chair. I'm hoping I'm not the only one. My name is Jan Paxman, and I have been with this program, Optavia, for almost 16 years. I love it, and I love coming together in community because this is where the power lies. And tonight it's going to be awesome sauce. Like we come together each week in this, we call it a health class almost. Think of it as a class that you get for free. And in it, we learn from our Habits of Health system that Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson wrote. We bring information from our life book and also from our Habits of Health book right behind me and bring it to you. And we also train on tools that we have available through Optavia for our use to be able to create such a strong lifestyle that it becomes part of who we are. And that's the goal, right? We learn something new, we begin to do it over and over again to the point where we do it without even thinking about it. And that's what it's all about. And tonight I am surrounded by 5 incredible women that are going to be doing some magic. Lately, we've had a few webinars all about the Optavia app, what it is and the basics on how it works. Well, tonight we're going to go real time into their kitchens and see how this app really comes to life in the homes of our Optavia coaches and clients, because we're all clients too, right? So let's get started. I'm going to hand it off to Chantel Flake. She's kind of the ringleader tonight, and let's hear from you, Shan.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much, Jan. This is so exciting to be here tonight and talk about healthy dinners for the family. This is like one of my favorite topics. And you know what? We're just coming live because it is the witching hour and it is just live timing where we're just going to show you what's going on tonight. Friends, we have such a fun lineup, like Jan said, from Texas, Utah, in every stage of life, big families. We have people like kids that have moved out, empty nesters, even people taking care of their parents. We've got all of it. So tonight we'll just kind of give you a little sneak peek into our world and see what dinner looks like in real life, just like many of you are probably doing right now, making that dinner. So and some of us are tuning in from the car or the kitchen, so you'll just kind of get a good glimpse of everything. So let's, as a little background, so I've been part of the Optavia community for 15 years now, and my kids have kind of just grown up with this in like the air that they breathe, I feel like. And my husband and I, we live in Mapleton, Utah. We have 6 kids and we've already launched one. He's off. He was actually our biggest cook. He loved cooking. And so we don't have him anymore. So we're kind of trying to redo all of our we just need to fix all of our recipes because he's been cooking for us for the last couple years. And so this
And that's because he's been trained really well by you.
That's nice of you to say. He just loves it. But this app, you guys, has been crucial in finding some new recipes and just some healthy ideas. So I am going to go into our kitchen. We'll see what we find out here. But I'm going to flip around my camera here. Okay, we got several kids. Tyler's cooking up. Here's the baby right here. Say hi, Logan. This is my husband, Tyler. He's cooking up. It's called broiled pizza burgers. It's actually on the app, and this is actually the first time we've made this. We've made hamburgers a lot, but this particular one, I'm excited. It has some mozzarella cheese, some tomatoes, some basil from the garden. The baby wants to be on. Say hi. There he is. So we have some kids at gymnastics. We have piano lessons in 30 minutes. We needed something really fast for tonight. And so this is kind of what I chose. I will say it needs to be fast if it's here. So I actually, the way that I do meal planning, I'm going to flip this around again and kind of show you. I have this little clipboard up just kind of off the kitchen. And this is how I do my meal planning for the week. So I will just say each day, so everybody kind of knows what to expect. all of these meals I found on the app. Um,
Awesome.
and I was kind of searching for just ingredients that I had in the fridge. And you can kind of search by ingredient. Um, and so I just kind of have them there. And on the app, you can toggle over to the food category. They also have some really great breakfasts and lunches. So I wanted to show you kind of what I did for that. In the fridge, I did some of the cheeseburger salad jars
I love those. Those are my favorite.
for the lunch. And then in the fridge, I did some egg McMuffin or egg muffins here for the kids so that they can just grab those and go for breakfast. So that's kind of a few things that we've done. Oh, here's Ozzy. There's my teenager.
I've never really done the breakfast and lunches part, but that is so awesome that you're doing that.
They have some really great ideas on the app. So yeah. Okay, I want to turn over to my mom and my dad. I thought it would be fun to introduce them. They are in their mid 60s and they're empty nesters. They're actually working really hard. They own a law firm and they are busy, busy, busy with 22 grandchildren and they're working. So I thought it would be interesting to kind of see what they do for dinner.
Hey everyone, this is so fun to be on here. Thanks, Shan. Yeah, when I started Optavia about 15 years ago, 4 of our 7 kids lived at home and I did lots of cooking. And it was really awesome to learn so many healthy habits through the Habits of Help. It made such a difference. And all of those kids were so involved in sports. And so it was really, really important to make sure they were getting balanced meals. And so I'm grateful for the Habits of Help and all of the principles that we learned there. But now we're empty nesters and we have a completely different, oh, hey, hon.
Hi there.
This is Steve. And we work together at Assumption Business Law. Steve's the managing partner here. And so life is very, very different now because no kids at home and we eat out a lot. And
Hi, tonight.
Yes. Or we are entertaining others at home. And so what we have found is the Dining Out app has been amazing. That is one of the best ways to be able to figure out ways of eating more healthy and what are some substitutes, what are some places that you can eat, and how are some ways that you can lessen your carbs and increase your protein and just make healthy choices all over. You want to add anything to that?
It creates wonderful opportunities to explore, and we love Asian food. We love variety, and we have a cafe by the name of Ginger's that has these. What's the name of that bowl with beets in it?
Yeah,
I'm
it's just all healthy, fresh stuff. Love
homemade
it.
soup.
Yeah.
That's one of our favorite
Yeah.
stops.
And so there are a lot of options. And so learning how to dine out properly is so, so important. So check out the app. It's really helpful.
I love that. My goodness, you guys. Thank you. It's so good to see you both.
Likewise.
Thanks, Jan.
You bet. Oh my gosh. It's so fun to see everyone in different scenarios. Like Chantel's in the kitchen with her big family, and then her parents are just empty nesters. It's amazing. Awesome. Let's hear from you, Corinne.
Hey, I know I was laughing to myself when you said that everyone was in their kitchen, and I'm sitting here in my, it's actually accurate because I'm usually in my car at dinner time. So can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm on my hotspot on my phone. So hopefully you guys can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. So yes, you guys, I came into this program Optavia just over 11 years ago, and I was just looking to lose some baby weight after baby number 5, and I just fell in love with this program and the habits of health and everything that I was learning from it. And also, it was things that I could also teach my kids. And now, since then, I have had two more kids. So I've loved that the program has taken me through two more pregnancies and just all the phases of life. And I just barely turned 40. And so I'm just looking forward to the next phase. So I'm 7 kids, and all of them are athletes. And so just tonight, we had 2 soccer games, 3 soccer practices. We had dance. I have a niece's engagement party. So we just are not usually home around dinner time. So I love the app because if you pull up the app, when you choose the recipes, you can actually scroll down to browse different categories. And my favorite one, actually, you're gonna laugh at me, it's cooking time. I love to look at the cooking time category, and most often I will choose what can I make in 15 minutes.
And I believe the hotspot has failed, but that's
Oh,
okay.
oh,
She's
she's
coming
back.
back. She's coming back. And there she is.
Oh my gosh, can you hear me? This is life right here, you guys. You too can be a health coach. Hear me okay?
Yeah, we can
Yeah?
hear you.
Okay.
Go for
Okay,
it.
yeah. So I loved the cooking choice, the cooking time, and I usually choose
cooking time, and I usually the cooking
and then I love to just browse what is there, and I will usually just have it available for my kids to eat whenever they're home. And for me and my husband, whenever we're home, because that's pretty much how it goes. But some of my favorite ones, you guys, are just the lean and green section, but it's actually the lean and green plus section. Because if you tap on that, it actually tells you it's not just for those who are on the GLP-1 medicines, weight loss drugs. It's actually also for those on optimization plan. So I am not on a fat burning plan right now. And so I love to have these recipes for myself as well as my kids because they're all athletes. They need more than just a regular lean and green sometimes. And so I absolutely love that there's so options for the lifestyle. So absolutely love this. And then also, you guys, just a real fast tip, just keep it simple. I've had clients before that they tried to make it like a fancy meal every single time they cooked a lean and green. And honestly, by the time they reached their goal weight, they were burnt out and they ended up gaining a lot of weight back because they just didn't learn how to keep it simple and keep it part of the lifestyle. And so I love the app that it's just lifestyle things that can help you and to be able to transition into optimization after you've lost your weight as well. So I am going to kick it over to Laurie actually, because she's my next phase of life. And so I love the tips that she's going to have to share for you.
Oh, Corinne, I remember those years of being in my car and having meals in the front seat or the back seat, wherever. So, hi everyone, my name is Laurie, and I'm excited to share with you a little bit about how I use the Optavia app in real life with my family. And just for a little background, before Optavia, I spent over 30 years bouncing around from diet to diet, and it was always the same story. I could lose a few pounds, but I could never make it stick. And what I didn't understand back then was that I didn't need another diet. I needed a lifestyle change, and I needed new habits, a healthier mindset, and a new way to deal with stress and life. And that's exactly what I found with Optavia 8 years ago. So fast forward to now, this phase of life looks a little different than I expected. I thought I was going to be an empty nester like Mindy. And for a moment, that happened. But then we ended up having my mom, who's 92 years old with dementia, move in with us 5 years ago. And then recently, one of our 4 kids, my son Josh and his wife and their baby, moved back in temporarily. So our house is full again. Maybe some of you have had situations like that, and we absolutely love it. And honestly, I'm just so grateful to share what I've learned through this program with our multi-generational household. And I wanted to share with you one special way that I've been able to do that with my mom. Even when I'm not using the app, the knowledge that I've gained helps me make sure she's getting what her body needs. I know how to prioritize protein now at every meal and to give her frequent snacks to make sure her blood sugar stays steady. And one of my favorite little hacks that I'll share with you is using the Optavia Active protein powder and foods that she already loves. Like I'll add a scoop of the chocolate to her oatmeal, or I'll add a scoop of the vanilla to her coffee in the morning. Just makes it simple and gives me peace of mind that she's getting the extra nourishment that she needs. And this is where the app really shines for us as a family. One of my favorite features is that when you're in the app, you can tap on a recipe and then you can adjust the number of servings. So whether I'm cooking for 1 or 2 or 3 or 5, because it's always changing, I can adjust that and it will automatically recalculate the ingredients and the measurements needed. Isn't that amazing? I just love that. And here's an example of something a little while ago when we did have an empty nest for a minute. My husband and I, we made the Super Greens soup. There's a picture of it there. And it was so much fun. We made it a date night. He loves eating vegetarian meals. And so I picked one that was vegetarian and he helped me chop up all these beautiful vegetables like leeks and fennel and broccoli and spinach and pumpkin seeds. And we just had so much fun doing it. And then just fast forward to now, we have my daughter-in-law tonight she cooked the cheesy cauliflower rice skillet. I have it right here. Oh my gosh, I'm going to show you guys. It was so good. It smells amazing. And just like how pretty that is. But it's just fun. She was able to set it to 5 and we got 5 servings and we just enjoyed a beautiful dinner tonight together. So for me, the Optavia app isn't just about recipes. It's a tool that makes living this lifestyle simple, flexible, fun, no matter what stage of life you're in or how many people are sitting at your table. So I'm excited now to turn it over to Tiari, who's in her kitchen, and hear what she has to share.
Thank you, Laurie. Yeah, I am in the kitchen, which is where I usually am at this time of day, but I'm going to flip it around so you can see my view at the moment. There's my family. Here we are. This is kind of like my home base. When I'm here in the kitchen, it feels like this is where I live. But with the family, you just know that you're going to be cooking a lot of meals. And one of the reasons why I became a coach for Optavia is because I really wanted my kids to learn how to eat healthy food. And I wanted it to be this generational thing. When I grew up, unfortunately, like vegetables were the last thought of the meal. It was maybe something that was from a can, warmed up and thrown in the corner and usually never eaten. So my kids are just the opposite. Tonight we actually went on the app and I cooked up, or I made up, because it's really simple. It's just the caprese salad, tomatoes, and mozzarella, and then some bread as well. It's a Lean and Green Plus. And so what I love about that app is that we are doing simple recipes. Like a lot of these ladies said, we have big families and they're busy. So keeping it simple is really important. I also really like that there are dietary optimization. So you can pick, like, if you're looking for something dairy-free, soy-free, nut-free, egg-free, vegetarian, any of those things, or those are your options. You can click on those buttons as well and come up with a whole list of different items for breakfast and dinner. And I think that's really awesome. My son is actually off to college. We just sent him, and you can see a picture of him right here. And I texted him yesterday and I said, hey, send me a picture of a meal that you've made. And he said, oh, it's perfect. I just made a salad with chicken for my lunch today. And so he was really, really, really wanting to make sure that he was eating healthy food while he was away from our home. And so he said, I don't want a meal plan at college. I want to be able to cook my own food. It's a lot more responsibility, but he really is excited to be able to take that on. And it makes me super proud, because then he's learned the things that we've been teaching in our home. So anyway, that is how we do it here. And it's just always a learning process, but we're happy that we have healthy food and the Optavia app to help us. So, all right, Chantel, we'll turn it to you.
Thank you, everyone. Tiari, Laurie, Corinne, Mom, Dad, just so fun to see what you guys are doing at this time of night and what you're making. Such good ideas. Love that. I just wanted to add a few more things about the app. So recipes are just one section of the app. Like my mom mentioned, the dining out guide, that is found if you go to the Learn, there's like a little icon at the bottom that says Learn, and you go to program guides. we live in such a paperless world now that all of the guides are found right there. So if you need your, your 5-in-1 guide when you're out and about, whatever, put that, press on that app. The dining out guide is right there. So that's really nice. I also want to give you a tip. When I am preparing meals, I often will, this past month or so, that I feel like that the Dr. A's Habits of Health audiobook has been out. I love to just stick in some AirPods, you guys, even if it's kind of noisy around and there's a lot of commotion, I'll stick in my AirPods and I'll listen to the audiobook while I'm cooking or driving or, wherever. But I have loved that, being able to listen to him. And I feel like it just gives me that boost every day. Hearing it straight from Dr. A's voice is magic, hearing these things. So I've been doing that. And just know that on the app, you can do everything as a client. You can manage your order on there, your shipping address, your payment info, just anything on there it has it really readily available. I have a little suggestion, a little homework assignment I just want to end with this before we turn it back over to Jan. But what I would love for each one of you to do is to log on to the app. And at the bottom left, it should just come up, but it says today. And you can kind of toggle over to my journey. Okay. And on that, it gives, I'm pulling it up right now. It has everything about you kind of personally. It says it starts with my why. You can add your why on there. It has all the health details where you log your weight, your BMI, body fat, all these. So starting information. Oftentimes I forget these things and my client forget these things, or they'll text them to me and we'll lose some of this valuable information. Body measurements, your journey photos right here. You can keep them really secure so you're not having to dig through your phone. Health profile, dietary preferences. You can even track all your meal, all of this. You can keep right here on the page. So here's your challenge. Fill this out, take a screenshot and send it to your coach and tell them that you were on tonight. So thank you so much for having us on, Jan. It sure was fun to share.
Oh my heck, you guys just were amazing. And I would just like to let everyone know a little peek behind the curtain. Chris, who is our tech wizard, thought that we would go over because we had so many guests tonight. And I would just like to look at the time and see how early everyone is. I told him these are busy moms and they get stuff done. So they were spot on.
I am never going to live this down. I just want the entire community to know this. I told 6 women that they would go over on time. I was wrong.
Oh, we love you, Chris. You're the best. No, seriously, you guys rocked it. You brought it to life in so many different times of life, so many different areas of life, and showed us really how to dive into the app. So fantastic. That is fantastic. And I use the app too, but I didn't realize that all those program guides were tucked in there. I'm like, oh, you can Google it. But honestly, that is right there in the Learn tab. Fantastic, Shan. I learned something tonight. So thank you all so much for taking time. We love you guys. And hey, don't forget, if you're here because of the amazing Brain and Body Challenge, we have a code word for you tonight, and it is dinner. Easy to remember, right? Because that's all that we talked about tonight is healthy ways to prepare and eat our dinner. So don't forget, that's your code word for tonight. So grateful that you're here and hope you're loving the challenge. If you are in the challenge and you're loving it, put a yes in the chat, will ya? Because that Brain and Body Challenge is packed. Oh, look at the yeses flying by. So good. And big shout out to Craig Blanchett and his team for, putting it all together for us. Love it. Okay, so if you haven't already subscribed to our Let's Talk podcast channel, go into podcasts wherever you get them and subscribe. Optimal Health Community Time, Let's Talk. And look at this, guys. We actually have YouTube now. Check it out. That's our channel right there at Optimal Health 365. Love that. So go into YouTube and get hooked up with that. And we've got next week. Oh, this one's going to be amazing. How many times do you ever ask yourself, like, I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. How do I get those old battles exchanged for a new life. How do I get rid of the old struggles and get into a new part of my life? And you're going to learn about that next week. So come and be ready to attend health class and be with us. So you guys, we're still early. You guys can, have 4 more minutes of your life. And we're so grateful you came. Don't miss coming back next week. Join us for Let's Talk. And thanks again, everyone, for all your wonderful presentations tonight. Good night, everyone.